For this week's Purposeful Living segment, I'm joined by the segment's creator, Phil Pullman, with a local boutique owner who wants us to know how we can age in style. Welcome, Phil. Tell us who you brought in today.
Brought in Nia from MMW
You got it.
Studios, Style Studios.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're a kid, do you ever remember being bundled up? You got your hat, you got your hood, you got your scarf, and you're like, okay, go play. And you're like, I can't move.
Yeah.
Well, Nia's going to show us some different things and how you can look good, comfortably, with warmth. And she's going to just add a little fashion to it.
Okay, alrighty, Nia. So you're talking about accessories. That's what you want to highlight today for
Yes.
our mature community. So lead us through what you're thinking.
Okay, I think Phil set it up exactly perfect. We walk outside, we're braving the extreme cold weather here.
Yeah.
And so most likely we already have our coats, we already have our undergarments, the things that we're gonna wear to keep us warm. But we can still be stylish and chic even though we're people of a certain age. You still wanna look good, you still wanna feel good. I think you do that with accessories. So this season, we've seen a lot of scarves.
Yes.
And I think it's gender neutral, right? Scarves and gloves with great leather and different textures and nice fur hats. You can play with so many looks to still be stylish. I also love sunglasses in the summer, winter. One thing about the winter, the light reflects off the sun, off the snow, and it's really hard to drive sometimes.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that happens to you
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
A nice pair of sunglasses always elevates your look and makes you look fantastic.
Okay, so how are these, especially with the, you know, the scarves and the layering of the leather versus the texture, how are these good for both warmth as well as mobility?
Here's the thing, you already have on your coat. If you just throw a scarf on, it takes nothing. You can knot it toward the front. You can wrap it around. It's very easy to move and it's free flowing. It depends on how you like to wear it. You can also take a scarf, open it up, just wrap it around your coat or your jacket for a stylish look, especially if you have a warm coat or jacket already.
And I love that you're actually mentioning this is for men too.
Yes.
Because I mean, scarves could be definitely, like you
Gender
said,
neutral.
Gender neutral.
And why is it important to continue focusing on confidence as we age? We push a lot with our young children, our young people, the importance of confidence, but why is it important to talk about that for our older adults as well?
I'm gonna be a little transparent. Do you guys mind?
Of course. tell
I
me.
looked in the mirror the other day and I said, I'm finally seeing myself get older. And it's a change, it's a transition that can actually be kind of hard if you're not used to it.
Have to
Chelsea, you're
embrace it.
young, you're beautiful, you're vibrant. One day you're gonna look in the mirror and like, oh, wait a minute, this looks different in here.
But if this is what aging looks like, if I'm anything like you, I'm going to be happy.
Well, thank you. But I'm telling you, it's a transition.
Yes.
And I think it's important to still feel amazing when you go out.
Yes.
If you feel good, if you look good, you project well.
very true.
If you're still working, you work well, you speak well, you feel confident. So we definitely don't want to lose those things at a certain age. We want to enhance them. If
Absolutely.
anything, this is the time when you give a little more.
That's
Yes.
right.
Keep
That's right.
pushing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Bill, why did you want to highlight Nia's style today?
Well, just because, I mean, exactly what she said. You know, with seniors and stuff, people sometimes feel like, oh, that's too young for me.
I do not like it
Isn't that-
when
I
people
hate
say that.
that.
I was in a store last summer and I was looking at these shoes and they were purple and they were wedged but nothing crazy. And this lady said to me, she was like, oh, I was looking at those, but those are way too young for me. And I said, no.
Exactly.
Absolutely. What?
Yeah.
Since I don't think shoes have an age requirement.
Fashion doesn't,
Maybe the heel.
Maybe the heel.
Maybe the
for safety, but
But a wedge,
Yes.
always in.
no. I mean, and so it's so important. Like, don't be afraid to branch out and say, maybe I should be a little daring. And guess what? As minute as you get a compliment from somebody, you're going to feel more confident.
Yes,
It wakes
that's
you up.
right.
Right?
I
Right? You're
was
gonna be
fortunate
scared.
enough to have a grandmother, and when my great-grandmother was alive, even their house slippers had a little heel. You know what I mean? They're wearing
Right.
the caftans around
Right.
the house, okay? The jewelry is
Yeah.
always on point. The big
Yeah.
hats for
church. Yeah.
Those are all the things that the women in my family continued on into their adulthood, and it's made me appreciate how you present yourself to the world. And, you know, my grandmother, shout out to Patricia Glover, love her. I'm going to say your age. She's 79.
Wow.
She does not look like it.
Wow.
She's
I love
moving and
her.
grooving.
Yeah.
And I think that confidence and her putting effort into how she looks and presents herself is why she's still doing so well to this day.
That's
That's
right. And it
awesome.
doesn't, and let me just touch base here. It doesn't have to be a $1,000 scarf.
Yes.
You can make anything fashionable, correct?
That is
Absolutely.
right.
My grandmother always said, if your clothes are clean and pressed, you always
the
look
battle.
done.
You can make a Walmart outfit look stylish.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's about
exactly.
style, not the price.
That's
I
right.
love it.
That's right. So, can I just ask you one thing?
Sure.
When you do, with what you do, what do you hope for the community that you give back to the community?
That people feel the confidence that we're talking about. That when they leave and they've been styled, or they see something that they thought they were too old for, or they didn't think would look well on them, that you let them leave with their head lifted a little higher. I'll tell you this: I get a lot of women come in who have been divorced. And now I can think of one person in particular was going to a child's wedding. She said, this is going to be the first time I see my ex-husband. She's a woman of a certain age, part of the senior community. And she said, I really just want to look good. After we finished, I mean, she sent me 1,000 pictures, literally. I'm like, okay, ma'am.
She said, can't tell me nothing.
Okay. My phone doesn't have enough storage. But she felt so good.
Yeah.
And I was so happy to be a part of that moment,
Yeah.
to lift ahead.
I love it.
Yeah.
If people
Thank
would
you.
love to work with you, Nia, to get styled by you, or maybe as a gift to a certain someone in their life, how can they reach out to you?
Well, I am Nia Badger. You can find me on MMW Style Studio. You can also email me at mmwstylestudio@gmail.com.
All right,
Thank
Nia.
you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming in.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Thank
setting
you,
this up.
Chelsea.
Viewers, if you'd like more style inspiration from Nia to stay cozy and confident this winter, you can visit mmwstylestudio.com. This Purposeful Living segment is sponsored by Eldercare Solutions. Thanks again for coming in.